George Harrison was born on February 25, 1943, in Liverpool, England, into a modest working-class family. His father, Harold Harrison, was a bus conductor, and his mother, Louise Harrison, was a warm and supportive figure who encouraged her children's interests. George grew up as the youngest of 4 siblings and was known for his quiet, thoughtful nature from a young age. Music fascinated him early on, and he often listened to the radio, absorbing skiffle, early rock and roll, and traditional pop styles. These formative years shaped his musical sensibility and laid the foundation for his future career. Joining the Beatles. During his teenage years, George became close friends with Paul McCartney, who introduced him to John Lennon. Although he was younger than the other two, his impressive guitar skills quickly earned him a place in their band, which later became known as the Beatles. By the early 1960s, the group was completed with the addition of drummer Ringo Starr. Harrison served as the lead guitarist, contributing not only instrumental brilliance but also a calm, introspective presence within a band full of strong personalities. Musical growth and role in the Beatles. While Lennon and McCartney dominated much of the songwriter, Harrison gradually emerged as a gifted composer. His early contributions included songs like Don't Bother Me and You Like Me Too Much, but by the mid-1960s, his writing matured significantly. Key growth points include experimentation with new instruments such as the sitar, which he introduced into Beatles music after becoming fascinated with Indian culture. Collaboration with Indian musicians, especially sitar maestro Ravi Shankar, which influenced tracks like Norwegian Wood and Within You Without You. Breaking through as a major songwriter with classics such as Taxman, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Here Comes the Sun, and Something, the last becoming one of the most celebrated songs in the Beatles' catalog. Harrison's contributions helped expand the musical boundaries of the band, making the Beatles sound more diverse, spiritual, and innovative. Spiritual journey. A major defining aspect of Harrison's life was his deep interest in Indian spirituality, meditation, and Hindu philosophy. After traveling to India in the mid-1960s, he became an advocate of Eastern teachings and integrated these ideas into both his music and personal life. He practiced meditation, embraced vegetarianism, and frequently used his platform to promote peace and spiritual awareness. His song lyrics often reflected themes of inner peace, divine love, and detachment from materialism. Life after the Beatles. After the Beatles disbanded in 1970, George Harrison launched a highly successful solo career. Highlights include All Things Must Pass, 1970, a triple album often regarded as one of the greatest solo works by any former Beatle. It included the hit My Sweet Lord and showcased his songwriter depth that had been restricted during the Beatles' years. Concert for Bangladesh, 1971, the first major charity concert in rock history, organized by Harrison to raise awareness and funds for refugees affected by the Bangladesh Liberation War. This event set the blueprint for future benefit concerts. Continued musical exploration. Harrison released several solo albums, collaborated with other musicians, and explored new genres while maintaining his interest in spiritual themes. The Traveling Wilburys. In the late 1980s, Harrison joined a supergroup called the Traveling Wilburys, alongside Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, Jeff Lynne, and Roy Orbison. Their collaboration produced 2 successful albums and created a sense of artistic freedom that Harrison greatly enjoyed. The group was known for its relaxed, friendly atmosphere and humorous songwriter style. Passion for film and business. George Harrison also had a strong interest in the film industry. He co-founded Handmade Films, a British production company responsible for classics such as Monty Python's Life of Brian, Time Bandits, Mona Lisa. His involvement in film was driven more by creativity and loyalty to friends than by profit. Handmade Films played an important role in British cinema during the 1980s. Personal life. Harrison's personal life included moments of joy and challenge. He married Pattie Boyd in 1966, but the couple eventually divorced in 1977. In 1978, he married Olivia Arias, with whom he had a son, Dhani Harrison. He maintained deep friendships, particularly with Ravi Shankar and fellow Beatles members, though his relationships sometimes went through complex periods. Harrison was known for his love of gardening, quiet lifestyle, and desire for privacy. Despite his fame, he preferred a peaceful, introspective life away from the spotlight. Health issues and final years. Throughout the 1990s, Harrison faced several health challenges, including throat cancer. In 1999, he survived a violent home invasion that left him injured, adding further emotional stress. Despite these difficulties, he continued to record music and pursue spiritual practices. His health declined again due to cancer, and he passed away on November 29, 2001, at the age of 58. His death marked the loss of a deeply influential musician whose work had touched millions worldwide. Legacy. George Harrison's legacy remains powerful and wide-ranging. He expanded the boundaries of Western music by introducing Indian instruments and spiritual themes. His songs continue to be celebrated for their emotional depth, melodic richness, and philosophical insight. He pioneered the idea of large-scale charity concerts with the Concert for Bangladesh. As both a Beatle and a solo artist, he left behind a timeless musical catalogue. George Harrison is remembered as the quiet Beatle, but his influence was anything but quiet. His artistry, spirituality, and humanitarian efforts continue to inspire generations of musicians and fans around the world.